We have all committed mistakes in our teenage years. But there are some people whose mistakes went so far to the point of no return. In this video, we will be seeing the reactions of guilty teens on being sentenced to life for the mistakes that went too far. Number 1. Shondell Jackson. In this video, we can see an individual named Shondell Jackson. He is standing in the Milwaukee County Courthouse waiting for his hearing after being convicted of the murder of a college student. The victim was 21-year-old Nathan Potter, who was pursued and yelled at for money. When Jackson realizes that Nathan has no money, he gets angry and shoots him. This video shows how he reacted to his being sentenced to life in prison. At first, he apologized for his mistakes and seemed to be in a calm state. He can be seen winking at his family, but as soon as the judge handed out the sentence, he began losing his cool. Jackson could be seen getting angry at the family of the victim and was out of control. He had to be restrained by other officers. Jackson is currently spending his life in prison without a chance of parole. Number 2. Keandria Cook. The following video shows another teen named Keandria Cook, who was convicted of carjacking charges. She was just 18 years old when she committed this crime. This happened when she, along with her boyfriend, tried to carjack a vehicle. But in between that, things went another direction. The boyfriend allegedly shoots the victim, seriously injuring him. But that's not the end. 2 days after being on the run, they again tried another carjack. But this time, they were arrested by the police. In the court, while she appears for her sentencing, she sees her mom sitting in the row, who begins to cry after being heartbroken seeing her daughter sentenced to 20 years in prison. The mother had no idea her child would commit such a mistake that cost her 20 years. Seeing this, Cook begins to panic and starts to cry as well. Her sentence was later reduced to 11 years. Number 3. John Freeman. This guy, at the age of just 16 years, can be seen getting a life sentence for killing a 5-year-old child at her great-grandparents' place in Niagara Falls. The victim's father can be seen calling him a disgusting animal while he was being sentenced in court. Freeman allegedly admitted to killing the victim, Isabella, by choking her to death because she wouldn't go to sleep. He admits that there was an additional defendant named Murphy engaged in the crime, and Freeman threatened to force him to stuff the girl's body into a waste bag and drop her off in the trash can. As courteous as he possibly could, he seemed cool, calm and collected throughout his sentence. He even gave the chilling details of the barehanded murder of a helpless 5-year-old. This behavior might be seen as unusual, but given that he was born with a disorder called fetal alcohol spectrum, a medical examiner found out that his illness affected his ability to make decisions. But not to the extent that a mental health defense could have succeeded. Number 4. TJ Lane. The next clip in this video shows a teenager named TJ Lane. He was just 17 years old when he carried out the crime. He was convicted on the charges of murdering 3 people and injuring 3 others. When he appeared in front of the court for his sentencing, he came wearing a homemade t-shirt with the word killer written on it. He can be seen cursing and showing his middle finger to the victims' families. Even though he was a minor at the time of the assault, he was tried as an adult and received 3 life sentences without the possibility of release. However, there is more to the story. Many years after being sentenced to jail, TJ managed to escape with 2 other prisoners by using a makeshift ladder. They used it to scale down a fence during recreation hours. Police conducted a nationwide search and told the nearby residents to stay indoors. Eventually, both men were caught, and TJ was put into a small high-security cell for 23 hours daily. Number 5. Jennifer Mee. In this next clip, we can see a woman named Jennifer Mee in a court center outside Pinellas County. She was taken into custody on the charges of a suspected first-degree murder. She was charged with planning a robbery with some targets which she met online. She was also accused of recruiting Lamont Newton, who was at that time the couple's boyfriend, and another acquaintance, Lauren Roffer, to help rob the victims. Mee got together with a 22-year-old man she had met online, and the 2 of them took him to an empty house, where they shot and robbed him. They were paid $50 each for the crime they committed. Since they were all living together under the same roof, all of them were arrested within hours of the crime. Mee claimed her involvement in the crime while she was on a call with her mother. She was found guilty of first-degree murder after the jury decided to give her a sentence. She then received a sentence to life in prison without the possibility of parole. It's sad to see people this young who should have been at their school committing such crimes. This makes us think about how we have failed them in making them into good human beings. Saying that, we have come to the end of this video. If you like this video, then make sure to like, share and subscribe to our channel. For more videos, click on the links you see on the screen. We will come back again with more interesting stories. Until then, stay safe.